Welcome back to Offshift Academy. In this video, we introduce Offshift Anon, the debut PriFi platform of the Offshift ecosystem. Straight away, here's the good news. While on-chain privacy is complicated, Offshift Anon is not. While keeping it simple, we're going to cover the role Offshift Anon plays in the broader crypto landscape, the platform's native synthetics, anonAssets, and how users can leverage its basic shifting functions to restore their anonymity without ever leaving Ethereum's base layer. One watch is all you'll need to get geared up to make the most of Offshift Anon. Now that's enough talk, let's dive in. Rising to popularity in the critically acclaimed summer DeFi wave of 2020, decentralized finance is today a major sector in the cryptocurrency mainstream. Users have flocked to and continue to remain active in DeFi for the exact same reason finance itself rose to prominence: opportunities to access yields and debt. Putting otherwise dormant capital to work is a game changer, and DeFi's superlative capital efficiency has helped many to get the most out of their crypto assets. However, engaging DeFi has meant exposing oneself to public profiling, as the Ethereum blockchain was designed for programmability and Turing completeness, not surveillance protections. In the privacy department, there are two avenues toward protecting users. One is to generate confidential synthetics which are hidden from public view. The other is to produce synthetic assets whose contents are fully visible, but whose owners are not. That's anonymity for you. As its name would suggest, Offshift Anon is a fully on-chain synthetics platform that enables Ethereum DeFi users to restore their anonymity without foregoing yields. And it all happens on Ethereum Layer 1. No ifs, ands, or bridges. Okay, overview complete. Now, let's talk assets. Offshift Anon supports an array of native synthetics called anonAssets. Absent the Offshift Anon protocol, anonAssets do not intrinsically confer any element of privacy, and that's a great thing. Unlike confidential synthetics, anonAssets are fully public, standard ERC20 tokens, and therefore introduce no novel barriers to feature implementation or platform integration. For anonAssets, the doors to business development are wide open. Collateralized lending platforms and synthetics protocols, we're looking at you. Now, some much needed insight into the process. Like on all Offshift ecosystem PriFi applications, users on Offshift Anon transfer value between the ecosystem's public native token, XFT, and the platform's private synthetics, anonAssets, via a process called shifting. The shifting process is composed of a pair of unique deposit and withdrawal transactions. In the deposit transaction, a user burns XFT in exchange for an encrypted deposit note, a receipt, if you will, for which he or she holds the private key. Later, the user initiates the withdrawal transaction by submitting a proof that corresponds to his or her previously generated deposit note. Here, the Offshift Anon protocol mints anonAssets, the platform's private synthetics, to the user's designated wallet address. To confer anonymity, Offshift Anon facilitates anonymizing shifts, whereby a user is dissociated from his or her XFT during the deposit transaction and becomes an anonymous owner of anonAssets via the withdrawal transaction. As part of the deposit transaction, the user also deposits a small amount of ETH into the deposit contract. Subsequently, when the user submits his or her proof, the contract mints the user's anonAssets and transfers the user's deposited ETH to the user's self-designated address. Simple enough, right? Now, here's what makes an anonymizing shift, anonymous. The specific amount of ETH that a user deposits, as well as the amount of anonAssets that he or she mints, are designated by the protocol. As such, as long as the user allows a sufficient time interval to elapse between deposit and withdrawal, linking the origin address from which XFT is deposited to the destination address at which anonAssets are minted becomes a statistical near impossibility. Offshift Anon's fixed withdrawal denominations generate a maximal anonymity set, rendering the receipts of newly minted anonAssets indistinguishable from one another. And, with the help of a relayer, a user's anonAssets arrive with ample ETH to transact anonymously and immediately, whether that means staking, LPing, or issuing payment. So there you have it. Now let's take a look at what Offshift Anon looks like out of the gate. At launch, Offshift Anon features anonUSD as the platform's first anon asset. As a robust market backed by sufficient liquidity forms around each anon asset, Offshift Core will move forward with releasing additional anon assets on the basis of community interest via the Offshift DAO. Shifting denominations for an anonUSD are $500, $5,000, and $25,000, and include a mandatory 0.05 ETH for post-withdrawal gas fees. Of course, deep public market liquidity is and will continue to be of paramount importance for both XFT and anonUSD. Offshift Core will announce new LP rewards programs to incentivize LPs supporting XFT and anon assets in public markets, and will release all relevant details at the appropriate juncture. Finally, we would be remiss if we didn't talk tokenomics. After all, PriFi is half Pri and half Fi. That is, half privacy and half DeFi. As fully public standard ERC20 tokens, anonAssets live on DEXs and other public protocols on Ethereum, where price parity can be maintained in real time by arbitrageurs. In order to get the most out of Offshift Anon and develop a deeper understanding of the protocol, keep an eye out for Offshift Academy's next video, Offshift Anon Platform Tokenomics, available in the link description below. Alternatively, if you've got what you need and want to get hands-on with the platform, head to Offshift Academy's video, Offshift Anon Complete Tutorial, also available in the link description. And if you're still hungry for more, have a read through the Offshift Anon Light Paper. Then bring your questions, suggestions, and ideas to the Offshift team and community on our official Telegram. We look forward to hearing from you. Until then, we'll see you next time at Offshift Academy.